Today I would like to make a simplistic video teaching you how to use a torque wrench. Now, when would you want to use a torque wrench? Well, when you're working on an application that has a very sensitive torque spec for a bolt or fastener, especially in automotive and manufacturing applications, you need to ensure that that bolt's set to the right specifications from the manufacturer, and you achieve that by utilizing a torque wrench. Now, torque wrenches have different scales. This small guy right here, this is for measuring inch pounds. This larger torque wrench, this is my Husky 564464 made in the USA torque wrench. This can measure foot-pounds and also, if you're across the pond, Newton meters, if you're using the metric system. But here in the States, we use the imperial system. So this torque wrench can measure between 50 to 250 foot-pounds. I'm going to do the best I can to film this, but it's quite difficult with the glare. So as you can see, here we have our foot-pound scale all the way up to 250. So if we look at where we're set right now, we're set at 100 foot-pounds. So if we take a look, you can see the 100 mark right there. And then on the rotational handle, we have marks between 0 and 14. So because this is in line with 100 and we're at 0 right now, this is set to 100 foot-pounds. So if I want to increase the torque settings to say 105 foot-pounds, I would start at 100 foot-pounds and then I would rotate this handle clockwise. And you can see those marks rotate as I spin the handle. So that's 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. So we're above the 100 mark and we have 5 on our rotational shaft. So we are currently set to 105 foot-pounds. So let's say I want to set the lug nut torque on my trailer at 120 foot-pounds. What I would do first is take a look at this main scale. I would look to see if there's a 120 mark, which there's not. I see 130 and I see 115. So I can't start at 130, so I'm going to have to start below that 120. So we're going to start at 115. So I'm going to rotate this handle until we get up to 115. So the 0 should be at the 115 mark. We actually just passed it. So the 0 is set at the 115 mark. Again, if I want to set this at 120, I would rotate this 5 clicks forward until the number 5 is in line with this scale. So that's 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 foot-pounds. So we're currently set at 120 foot-pounds. What I would do now is just lock this locking lever to prevent this from adjusting. What I want to do now is just let you hear the sound that the torque wrench makes when you achieve your specified torque setting. Of course, whenever you're snugging down lug nuts, always go in a star pattern, but this video is just for demonstrational purposes. So we have this set to 120 foot-pounds. Gonna push clockwise on the torque wrench, and there is our distinct click. So that is telling me that this lug is set to at least 120 foot-pounds. That's pretty much all there is to it. It's really important to ensure that you have especially your lug nuts and engine components torqued down to the proper specifications. You can always consult your owner's manual of your car or truck. It'll tell you what the torque specification is for your lug nuts. But if you're looking for other torque specs of engine components and things of that nature, there's a lot of really good forums and information online, so I'd encourage you to do your own research and ensure you find the proper torque spec. But that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. As always, I will catch you on the next one.